My sister died 3 years ago, but her number never stopped calling me. The first time it happened, I was sitting alone in my apartment, eating cold leftover pasta, while a muted TV flickered in the background. It had been a long day at work, one of those days where silence feels heavier than noise. My phone buzzed on the table. I didn't even look at it until it buzzed again, and then again, 3 times, back to back. When I finally glanced down, the world inside me froze. It was her number, my sister's old number, the one that had been disconnected, the one we had buried with her phone because she loved it too much to let go of it, even in death. The cracked pink case with the little butterfly sticker. I remembered it too clearly. The screen kept lighting up. Incoming call. Lily. I stared at it, my breath turning sharp. My fingers shook as I reached for the phone. I didn't answer. I couldn't. My heart felt like it was being squeezed by something icy and invisible. The call stopped at 9:17 p.m. I waited, shaking. Minutes passed like hours. When the phone stayed silent, I convinced myself it was some kind of glitch. Maybe the number was reassigned. Maybe someone else owned it now. Maybe it was nothing, but it wasn't nothing. The next night the call came again. 9:17 p.m. The exact same minute. This time the phone vibrated so violently it felt like it was trying to crawl across the table. I picked it up slowly, my skin crawling as I pressed the screen to see the call info. The same number, the same name, my dead sister's name. Against every instinct screaming inside me, I answered. The moment the call connected, a cold sound poured through the speaker, like static, but wetter, heavier, like someone breathing through water. I pressed the phone against my ear, hardly breathing. Hello, I whispered. Who is this? And no answer, just the watery static. I pulled the phone away, ready to hang up, when I heard something faint, a whisper, a voice that sounded like it was being dragged through mud. Daniel. My heart stopped. Only 2 people ever called me by that name. My sister was one of them. Lily. My voice cracked. Lily, is that you? A crackling noise shot through the line. Then the breathing grew louder, wetter, like someone struggling to speak through a flooded throat. Dan, help me. The call cut off. I dropped the phone. It hit the floor with a crack, the sound echoing through my silent apartment. I backed away from it like it was a venomous thing. My entire body shook. Every hair on my skin stood on end. This wasn't a glitch. This wasn't a wrong number. It was her voice, the same soft tone, the same breathy way she said my name, the same girl I found 3 years ago in her bathtub. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning I tried to rationalize it. Maybe the grief was coming back. Maybe my mind was creating things. I had been under stress. Maybe the call wasn't real. Maybe I hallucinated the voice. I convinced myself of 100 explanations, but the universe didn't care what I believed because the calls kept coming. Every single night. 9:17 p.m. Always the exact time she died. The police dismissed it. The phone company dismissed it. Everyone dismissed it. They said numbers get recycled. They said someone was messing with me. They said it was a scam. None of them heard her voice. On the 5th night, I finally answered again. This time, the static didn't come first. Instead, I heard something else. A faint dripping, like water falling from a faucet. But beneath it, something else. Whispers, many whispers, layered, overlapping. As if several voices were trying to speak through one throat. Then I heard her. Dan, where are you? My body locked up. I'm here, I whispered. Lily, what's happening? She sobbed softly. The sound nearly broke me. I'm cold. My hand trembled. My throat tightened. Where are you? I asked, my voice barely holding together. Silence. Then a soft, horrible answer. Where you left me. My entire chest hollowed out. I couldn't speak. I couldn't breathe. The guilt I had buried deep, the memories I had tried to erase, they crawled back through my skull like something alive. I didn't leave you. I whispered, pathetic even to myself. You promised you'd stay, she whispered back, her voice cracking like wet wood. You promised you wouldn't go. I squeezed my eyes shut, tears burning through my lashes. That wasn't your fault. I choked. I didn't know. I didn't know. The call ended suddenly. I sobbed. 3 years ago everything changed. Lily was fragile. Not weak, but fragile in the way delicate things are fragile. Soft-hearted. Too trusting. too loving. She gave everything she had to a world that gave her nothing back. When she fell into depression, I was the only person she talked to. She would call me late at night, just to sit quietly on the phone with me. She said the silence felt less heavy when I was there, but life got busy. I got a new job, new responsibilities, less time. I missed a few calls, then a few more. The night she died, she called me 12 times. I ignored every call. When I reached her apartment the next morning, I found her underwater. I never forgave myself. I never told anyone about the missed calls. I buried the guilt so deep, it became a part of my bones. And now it was digging its way back out. The next night I prepared. I sat in complete silence, staring at my phone until 9:17 p.m. arrived. The phone vibrated. I answered instantly. Lily. I whispered, I'm sorry. Nothing. Please, say something. For a moment, only dripping water. Then she whispered, I need you to find me. My stomach twisted. What do you mean? She didn't answer right away. The sound of something dragging through water echoed faintly. Then they won't let me go. Goosebumps crawled over every inch of my skin. Who? I whispered. Her breathing grew harsh, desperate. They're here. A sharp thud came through the line. She gasped. Something splashed violently. Then her voice came back trembling. Hurry. The line went dead. I stared at my phone, dizzy with dread. Something was wrong beyond my understanding. I didn't know how a dead girl could be calling me. I didn't know who they were. But I knew one thing, she needed me, for the first time in 3 years. She needed me. I grabbed my keys. Lily's old apartment was abandoned. After her death, no one wanted to take it. The landlord told me too many people complained about strange sounds. He left it locked and untouched. I drove through the dark city streets, my pulse pounding in time with the yellow streetlights flickering overhead. When I reached the building, everything inside me screamed to turn back. But I pushed forward, because guilt is stronger than fear. I climbed the stairs slowly, each step creaking under my weight. When I reached her old door, I froze. Her number was calling me again. My hands trembled violently as I answered, Lily. But this time it wasn't her. A deep, distorted voice oozed through the speaker. Low, wet, wrong. She can't come to the phone. I staggered back, dropping my keys. Who are you? The voice gurgled, a hideous mockery of speech. She belongs to us now. My breath caught in my throat. What do you want? The voice clicked like bones scraping metal. We want you to open the door. I stared at Lily's old apartment door. Old wooden paint, rusted handle, scratched frame, silent, still no. I whispered, no, I'm not opening. The voice cut me off. Daniel. My heart stopped. It was her voice, under the distortion. Weak, afraid, help me, please. I grabbed the doorknob. It was ice cold. I took a breath. Then I pushed the door open. The smell hit me first. Damp, mold, rot, like something drowned had been left to decay. The apartment was dark. Too dark. My phone screen barely illuminated anything. I stepped inside. The door slammed shut behind me. I spun around, my breath coming out in jagged bursts. Lily, I whispered. A soft splash came from the bathroom, the same bathroom where I found her. I walked toward it slowly, every nerve screaming. The door was cracked open. Water shimmered on the floor, forming a trail leading inside. I pushed the door gently. The light flickered. The bathtub was filled to the brim. Black water, thick, murky, cold. Something moved beneath it. My stomach twisted. My legs nearly collapsed, but I stepped closer. The surface rippled. A hand rose from beneath the water. Pale, wrinkled, familiar. Lily. I cried, dropping to my knees. Her hand reached for me, trembling, desperate. I grabbed it instantly. Cold exploded through me. So cold it felt like it cracked my bones. I pulled hard, but something pulled back from inside the tub. Something strong. Something that didn't want her to leave, let her go. I screamed, yanking with all my strength. Her head broke the surface, gasping, choking on black water. Her eyes shot open, wide with terror. Dan, Don't let go. I pulled harder, my muscles burned. She screamed a raw, horrifying wail, and then something grabbed her from below. Something I couldn't see, something huge. She was dragged down violently. No. I plunged my arm into the freezing black water, reaching blindly for her, but the water swallowed her entirely. The surface went still. I froze, my breath shook. Tears dripped from my chin into the black water. Then my phone rang, her number. I answered with trembling hands. Dan. She whispered, weaker than ever. I'm still here. Where? I sobbed. Where are you? Tell me. A long pause. Then, behind you. I turned slowly. The bathroom was empty, but the mirror wasn't. Her reflection stood behind me, soaked, trembling. Her hand pressed against the glass from the inside. Her eyes were full of grief, full of betrayal, full of pain. I reached toward the mirror. Her lips parted. You left me. The mirror cracked. My phone slipped from my hand. The lights exploded, and the room went black. They found me the next morning in Lily's old apartment, lying on the bathroom floor, soaked in freezing water. My body temperature was dangerously low. They rushed me to the hospital. They asked what happened. I didn't answer. I couldn't, because I wasn't alone. Even now, lying in this hospital bed, machines beeping around me, I hear it. My phone vibrating, her number on the screen, calling me over and over. 9:17 p.m. Tonight, I finally answer. Lily. I whisper. Silence. Then her voice, soft and broken. Don't leave me again. The line goes dead, and I know she's not done with me. Not yet.